You watching my channel? I'm actually proud of you. What's up? Welcome to Burnout Bobby YouTube channel. Y'all wondering, where you been, Bobby? I've been busy. A lot of life stuff happening. As you can tell, a lot of things have changed. Hair got long. I developed an accent. A lot of things changing. I got a shirt on. It says WT Ruck. Whoever knew meant what the ruck. If you knew, and you didn't tell me, I'm questioning our friendship. So in today's video, we're gonna be going over an update with the Vento, the drag bike, so you can kind of see where I'm at, what's to come. I've been kind of on pause right now with ordering parts because I've had a lot of stuff going on, like I said, growing on my hair, this and that. Let's get to it. So as you can see, the Vento is in its natural habitat, parked. I blacked out the headlights just the other day, kind of like the look. That's not mine, so if you start having questions about it, it's not mine. That's not mine. If you have questions about that too, that's not mine. That girl's mine, and that girl's mine. So like I said, I blacked out the headlights. I'm really not a fan of this handlebar stem, so I will be getting a new one soon. It's just not working out for me. I don't like how it sits on the handlebar. Let's go around the bike here. Now, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you're missing out because I posted up that we got the new exhaust on, which it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a little hanger bracket welded right to the motor here, so that's not going anywhere. We got the wheelie bars on, bruh. Bert from the shop did this. He did an amazing job. He's the guy that helped out with the suspension for me because my welding was so bad. So he did that. He did the exhaust for me. And you can see it's very simple. It's a single bar. Now with this, I've had a lot of people ask me, is it really necessary? And it really is. It's a short wheelbase for the scooter, and even with a 150, if you pull up on the handlebars for this particular scooter, you can get this thing to ride wheelies. So imagine putting a 232 in it with nitrous, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. So you can see here, my gas tank just arrived today. Very simple, has one bung at the bottom that's gonna come off. I'm gonna end up putting a splitter eventually once the nitrous gets here. Have that, got my fuel filter, got my push button start, because within the next, probably the next video or so, I'm gonna have this thing running. And then I have my fuel line, my gear oil, and of course, that gold rock shop sticker. So that's what's going on with the Vento. I think today, in today's video, I am going to put the fuel tank in and try to find a spot where to put it. I don't know if you can tell if the camera quality is a lot better. I picked up a new camera. I just got the Canon G7X Mark II. I've been wanting to get this camera for a long time, and then after Lee, Ruckstyle UK came down and he had it and we were shooting with it, it was just a night and day difference, so I had to do it, had to buy it. But thanks to everybody that bought One Piston Racing hats, One Piston Racing stickers, everybody that's contributed to the channel. You guys are real winners here. You guys are helping me get stuff like this, like so I can get this camera to improve the channel, because that GoPro, as great as it is to help the channel grow, I'm gonna want a better camera, shoot better video. And the GoPro now I can leave on my helmet, so when I'm doing the riding vlogs, I can go ahead and just keep that on there and it'll be a lot easier, and then I can use this camera for everything else. A lot of you also been asking, you're probably wondering like, what's the deal with this? A lot of people have messaged like, you need to bring the real Burnout Bobby out. You need to bring the real Burnout Bobby out. So this is the real Burnout Bobby. Burnout Bobby wears a wig. He don't care what he has for a hat on. He wears sunglasses at night, because you're supposed to. And he's a reckless man. You don't want him to come out, but he's out. And with that Vento almost being done, where's she at though? With that Vento almost being done, danger. So let's go ahead and get start working on this, all right? How you turn this thing off, man? Margaret, how you turn off the camera? So you can see there, fuel tank is in. I made a little bracket to go from the existing mount here. A little 6mm bolt comes up, made a bend, made another 90 right there. I I can move it. It's the whole bike. And on the back side, I did the same thing with another bracket. You can see here where the wheelie bar attached, and I have, it's all adjustable. Same thing right there. Gotta learn how to get this thing to focus. There we go. It's the same thing right there, and on the other side, so I can adjust it to straighten it out. Right now, because I just put it on there, it has a little bit of a lean to the left, just a tick. So I just gotta either tighten that one up to straighten out, or loosen this one up to bring it out to even it out. So no matter what, that's what I have to do. But I mean, Bert made these brackets right here, and then it almost looks like powder coat, but I think it's called like Pour 15. And he did my whole wheelie bar in it and the brackets. I mean, he killed it, absolutely killed it with that. So I'm so happy with how that came out. So next up what I'm gonna do is, right here there's a little fuel valve that comes off. Run the fuel line down, put a little fuel filter, straight to the pump, and then pump to the carburetor. And then we'll run one from the top of the carb up to the manifold here. So that's what we got installed now. Let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so I was not able to run the fuel line from the tank down to the fuel pump. The line I used is 3/16, and this one needs the next size up, so I'll have to go pick that up tomorrow. The 3/16 line I did have, I was able to use on the manifold here, so I can go from the top of the fuel pump, and I brought it to the manifold. On the other side of this manifold is another valve, barb fitting. I'm gonna have to take that out. I think it's like an M5 or M4 screw. So I'll use that. It's by, I think, like 1.0 thread pitch. And I'll put a bolt in there with some Loctite and some RTV, so that blocks it off, and then I only have one way for the vacuum to get pulled into the manifold. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to run the start button to what I thought was the push button start wires, and then I can tap the starter with the battery hooked up to see if it will kick the starter over and make sure everything is correct. Okay, so I just plug the battery in. I will test it out. If I remember right, which my memory isn't always right, I think it was this brown and red one here. So if that's the case, when I turn the ignition on, I hit the start button, I gotta hold the brake switch. I don't know if that's hooked up right. Jeez, woman. Alright, we're gonna try this again. I started having it going, and then garage door opened up, the wife came home and scared the crap out of me. I took the front panel off here because there's more wires in here that I completely forgot about. I was about to put it in the wrong setup, so with this, that brake switch is stuck on right now, so it's almost as if I'm hitting the brakes. The kill button is in, or the bypass, so if I hit the start button, essentially it should kick the start over. Hopefully. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, we're good to go. Holy crap. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah? Alright. Now I can get rid of all this extra nonsense right here. You go back to the other video that I did, the green and blue is the start button. I'm gonna take these off, make a clip, get rid of that, drill a hole right here, and put that push button in. I'm right there. I couldn't be more excited that that just happened. This bike is so close to running. I gotta stop jabbering. Let's go ahead and get this drilled out for the M12, and then I will start buttoning all this up, clean it up, get it out of the way. That's gonna conclude it for today. As you saw, I got the Vento starter to kick over, one step closer. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get the correct fuel line and make sure the oil level's good, the gear oil's good, and probably get a little bit of gasoline. I'm gonna need that too for it to start. I can put 93 in it right now because that's what it's set up for. And I'll put some 93 in it, let it prime up, kick the starter, and maybe, just maybe, if I'm lucky, which doesn't always happen, the motor will turn over effortlessly and the bike will start. If that's the case, if the bike starts, then I'm gonna just then I'll dial in the suspension, get the rear all straightened out, make sure everything is tightened up, all the bolts, nuts. I'm gonna have to order some tires. I have 13s on there now, I wanna go 12s. So I guess I'll have to get some 12s and some 12-inch tires, which we have at the shop that I really want. There's some nice sticky Dunlops. Put those on there. Put the GoPro on, make some test passes, see how it does. Wait and wait and wait for this nitrous to arrive. It's been taking forever. And then once it gets here, put the nitrous in, tune it up, and then we will start going on Wednesdays to test and tune. I got rid of the Lexus, I bought a truck, and I'll go ahead and use the truck. Can I help you?
Are you, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna take that out?
No. You're in this one now. So I got a truck so I can start taking the Vento to different drag events and everything like that. Also, this will give me the opportunity to start riding with more people in the Florida-based area so I can meet up with them. Hop on the Ruckus or throw a ruck in the truck and then go ahead and meet up with y'all. Two things. Tell me how you're liking the outfit, if I should wear it for more of the videos, kind of put some more humor into it. Let me know if you want to do that. Second thing, let me know how you like this camera. Is the quality better, the sound, everything? Was it worth it? I'm hoping it was. To me, on the screen right now, it looks like it is. Otherwise, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.